first up I want to answer questions that a lot of people keep on telling me. Why is it that I recorded the entire emulator screen instead of just the gameplay screen? Because I feel like it. Okay, now that I finally got that out of the way, let's continue going down and connect to a room that is boring. And let's just travel across this pit of death. Yes, you get this guy. The way you beat him is you try and make him grab onto that and then just unload your missiles on him. And this would usually be a lot harder if not for the fact that I'm resistant to acid. So basically the way you dodge it is just go up here, because acid usually damages you, but because I have the berry suit, early it doesn't. Alright, almost dead, just gotta make him grab onto me one more time. There we go. This guy's fairly easy. I mean, he's not as bad as later mini bosses and others will come to be. But yeah, going down here, there is secrets and stuff. And right there is a missile tank. Oh, by the way, I'm not sure if you need the ice beam to get into here, but if you want to get out from Norfair, I think that's when you need it. Alright, first missile tank after getting 11 in the last video. My goodness, I had to count all of them, and I'm amazed I'm getting this much progress. I'll probably just finish up all of Kraid today so that I can just continue on with my life. So yeah, now that we're done with that little area, we have unlocked the transport things. And before somebody asks, yes, you can travel on those things as a ball. So I'll just show that off right now. Running. You know, I don't usually get the ledge grab because I usually just use diagonal bomb jumping to get up there, but I myself know that is a very hard trick to do. Mostly because you gotta time it too. And yeah, that's just about it for this little outlet. Because now that you've got that, you can go on to the other areas like a normal person would. Although I do know it is possible to go through without having to activate the tower switch thingy. Hooray for the ice beam. It's gotta be one of the most, like, broken beams. Well, at least it gets better because unlike in the original Metroid, instead of having to replace your beam every time you get a new beam, it adds onto it so that you can get, say, well, I'll just show y'all later whenever I get the next beam, whenever that is. They had that same feature in Metroid 2, Super Metroid, and I like the idea because you can mix and match stuff, but I usually just stick with the highest setting anyway, so yeah. It's a cool feature if it wasn't so useless. And going up here, giant side thingy. Missiles. Ow. Yeah, that's a giant side hopper. Very fun mini boss. And an easy way to beat the one that's in here. Duck, crouch, wait for it to come by, unload your missiles. That I learned from many speedrunners and 100% gamers. Because after all that, you get a missile. And not as great as it could be, but it's still good. And falling to death. Not really. This is a very boring interim room. This is where you're supposed to go. Down there. Although, yeah, this is where you get some items. So I might as well show that off now. And every time I look at a side part for now, I keep on expecting the giant version to come by. And meet the very, very boring part here. Because you gotta destroy all of these things, one at a time, to get one missile. And it's not as bad as it could be, but still. Jeez. And yes, these enemies can be, the pink enemies can be destroyed, but you have to have either a super missile, or you gotta use the speed booster attack on. Because yes, that is the speed booster ball form. And let's not go there, because that just leads to confusion. Because, well, simpler way to go through everything is just follow what I'm doing. Why the heck would you be watching this otherwise? Oh great, another one of those things. You know what that means? Random item time we will not be able to use for some time. Oh wait, it's blocked. You know what that means? Go through here. Kind of a hint, but still kind of unknown. Oh, and speaking of unknown stuff, we got the unknown item, and oh my goodness, I tried playing through Metroid Fusion blind. That is not a fun thing to do. Metroid Fusion is even more confusing than Super Metroid was. And I had to follow Super Metroid on a walkthrough, word by word. And let's go through here. Why? Because it's more fun that way. And plus, I think there's more items this way. Running through the enemy room. Oh my goodness. Run! Just run! Don't think. Oh wait, this is the way you're supposed to go. Yeah. This is a recharging room. Never seen much use in it. And I still need to find some items real quick, so... skipping some stuff. Yeah, I think you're supposed to use the ledges, but I always just use the wall jump technique because it's a lot faster. Going through here again. Ow. Now, I don't understand why it is that sometimes whenever I hit them with an ice beam, they freeze instantly, and sometimes when I hit them with the ice beam, they do not freeze instantly. It's confusing. This is wall jumping. I'm not sure if this is the way you're supposed to go, but that's just the way I'll end up going. They got the thick acid too. Hooray for no damage. That down there is an item we cannot get for a while, actually. Well, I don't think you can get it for a while. I mean, it's not like you need one I'll just stop talking before I ruin something. Yeah, you need to go down here first because it includes some stuffs you need to grab. Why do I keep on getting hit by simple enemies? Is this the way to that one missile tank I'm picking up, or am I just going around blindly? I think it is. Well, it's a map room. Thank goodness. Now I can go around without acting all blind and stuff. Alright, that was fun. This is the room. Okay, I'm not going around blindly and stuff. Oh yeah, this is the fun room too, because you gotta time it correctly so that you use your bomb to activate that, then you gotta bomb jump into it, like that. And why didn't I let go? I think I had to press the down button or something, but come on, I was so close. I mean, I had actually gotten it on my first try, which is kind of odd because I usually take about 50 dozen tries, like so. Well, come on. Ugh. Get out of the bomb's range. Jump into it. Thank you. There we go. I just had to press A at a better time. Okay, that's all the missiles you can get before the boss of this area, who, if you haven't guessed already, is Kraid. Oh my goodness, spoilers. And how do I get back down? Okay, I guess I'll just have to go down all the way. Running through at high speeds, which will probably make the video quality end up bad. Oh well, I can live with that. Map room. And how do I get... oh, I gotta go down the other way. My goodness. Why am I acting like I'm a blind person playing through this game? No offense to blind people. Get rid of that. Go through this entrance, which just leads to a fun room that you gotta use the morphball form on the thing to go to. Through you. That's a missile, which sucks. I really wish I had the morphball jump, but alas, I do not. go back to the place I was originally at, the save room before Kraid, so I don't, look like a blind bat trying to play this. Okay, I finally figured out that just going up the main shaft is a better idea. So let's go down. Again. Okay, going through here. Going down here. You can get rid of those blocks now, so yays and stuff. Save room, even though there's a place you can save right before the boss. So going through, running away from the enemies. Not sure why I'm freezing some instantly and others not so much. Those annoying bug guys I can't remember the name of because all the names in Metroid are kind of weird. And going down here. Ah, dang it, I missed it. These red guys are different from the yellow versions of them because their eyes pop up whenever they die and that can damage you. And these guys are just plentiful in hard mode. But this is normal mode, so for now we want to do that. What the hey is this? Oh, just shoot the eye. Okay, just like in Super Metroid, I can understand that somewhat, and... Whoa! That is a lot bigger than it was in the original Metroid. Shoot his mouth! Yeah, this is not one of my favorite bosses because he's so dang big. And he has a very hard weak spot to hit. And again, I like using wall jumping instead of actually going up. And this is probably the hardest part about the fight because you gotta do this weird timing. And it's once he releases the third spike that destroys that, platform that stays there, that the fight gets easier. Yeah, because then you just got something you can stand on and shoot him indefinitely. And there we go. He's not a hard guy, but he certainly isn't the most fun, and this triggers a cutscene which tells us, oh hey, you did a good thing. And while he's destroyed, we get a ton of items. I'm like, oh hey, how do I get back? Wait, that's something that I've seen before, but how do I get rid of it? Oh hey, an item. And we finally get one of the best items in the game, the speed booster. Not to mention one of the most fun. So, healing. Can't believe I got 100 missiles out. I think it was 250, not 200, like I said last time. And even though speed booster is kind of hard to get started, this is what happens. You run at ridiculous speeds. Open the door. And the most fun thing about it, if you press down, you still have the speed. And if you press A, just A, then you get that. You know what that was? That was a shine spark. Probably the best part about the speed booster. While not used so much in Super Metroid, this thing is almost abused in this game. And the nice thing about the thing here is that you see all these diagonal ramps. Well, they're actually there for the help of this game. Because then you can continue using it, thus making the charge almost infinite if you have enough space. But the part you have to get used to about this thing is that in some places you might have to use it in mid-air, which requires you to spin jump, and you can't shine spark while spin jumping. Press A, get the missile pack. Or not really. I was calling a missile pack instead of a missile tank, mostly because I want to. Anyway, you have to jump, press B in midair, and then press A as soon as you can. And that's how you get a shine spark in midair, and that's only used for like speedrunning tactics. And now for a part that I've always had trouble on. Not because it's hard, but mostly because it's annoying. Because you gotta place bombs to kill these guys so that they don't hurt you and just make you fall, and they'll just make you go back and do stuff you've already done. Like so. Yeah, that's why I do not like that room. It's also easier to get rid of them with missiles. Oh, I want to see if I can pull this off. Because you can shine spark through the whole thing. Like so. But if you aren't good with that, just do it the regular way, use bombs, or do it as a full person and then use missiles. because they get insta-killed but missiles. And there we go. One last item we can get in this room for now is the one little gray area you saw. And in here, you just gotta build up a charge. Oh, whoop, too early. Okay, go as far as you can, build up a speed boosting charge, and then use it to get an energy tank. Ain't that lovely? Now die. My goodness, I hate those things. At least you only get them in this area, for all I know. Let's see. Stop. In the name of love. Shine spark up. Going up, and oh hey, cutscene. And odd, he looks a lot like the statue. And now we're back in Brinstar. This area opens up, because it's supposed to be that gentle nudge in the right direction, saying, oh hey, go to Norfair to get something. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the elevator going to Norfair real quick. Okay, now that we've backtracked all the way to the elevator going to Norfair, we go down, and before I start exploring this place, because once you got the speed booster, you can explore a lot more of this place. I'm just going to save that for the next part, because I've already done a ton of stuff in this segment, including going through almost all of Kraid except for one dang item. So, next time we'll explore Norfair and get a crap load of items. See y'all then.